Hello everybody, namaskaram to all the beautiful people out there. Hope you guys are doing amazingly well. Welcome back to another lesson of English with Ashish. And guys, today in this lesson, we are going to master past perfect tense, a unique tense, an interesting tense. So today in this lesson, we are going to learn everything about it. And we're also going to talk about how this tense, how past perfect tense is any different from simple past tense. That's going to be interesting as well. So I'm excited. I know you guys are too. Let's do it. So let's understand, when do we have to use past perfect tense? We use past perfect tense to talk about an action. Understand, we talk about an action that occurred in the past before another action. We are talking about an action. We are using past perfect tense to talk about an action that occurred before another action or before a certain time in the past. So both the actions happened in the past, and we are using past perfect tense to talk about the action that occurred before another action. All right, let me show you an example and make you understand. All right, I had left my place before you called me. I had left my place. This sentence is in past perfect tense. We use the auxiliary verb had and the past participle, that is the third form of a verb, to form a past perfect tense, right? I had left my place before you called me. So two actions took place in the past. I left my place, you called me. And we are using past perfect tense to talk about the action that occurred before another action, right? So I left my place first. This action that is in past perfect tense happened first, then happened the second action, you called me, right? So both these actions happened in the past. We are using past perfect tense to focus on the fact that this action that is in past perfect tense happened before another action, right? You can also talk about the time before this action happened. You can say, I'd left my place before the evening, right? I had left my place before you called me. Second example, she had already blocked me before I apologized. She had already blocked me before I apologized. She had can be changed into should, which is a contraction of she had, which is more common in spoken English, right? Let me tell you about contractions. I had is contracted into I'd. He had hid. She had should. You had you'd. We had would. It had it hid, right? So she had already blocked me before I apologized. She had already blocked me. This action happened in the past before another action took place, which is I apologized. So she blocked me first, then I apologized. So she had already blocked me before I could apologize or before I apologized. Got the point? So that's how we use past perfect tense. Here the focus is not on the fact that the action happened in the past. The focus is on the fact that this action happened before another action or before a certain time in the past, right? Now, before we take more examples, let's understand how to form sentences here. Very simple, it's going to be, let's look at how to form sentences here. First, affirmative sentences that are also known as positive sentences, right? First comes the subject, that is known to everybody. Subject followed by had, the auxiliary verb. Whatever the subject is, it's always going to be had. Subject followed by had, followed by past participle, that is third form of an action verb, right? Had, past participle, followed by object or modifier, that is optional. If the verb is transitive, you're going to have an object. If the verb is not transitive, you'll not have an object. You can or you may have a modifier. Again, both these things are optional. Look at the examples. The train had left when we reached at the station. This had already happened when we reached at the station. The train had left. Past perfect tense. I had left the place before he gave his speech. I had left. I followed by auxiliary verb followed by the main verb, that is the past participle. So when we make a sentence using past perfect tense, we also have a sentence in the simple past tense. Look at these examples. The train had left. Past perfect tense, when we reached at the station. This is a dependent clause and it is in simple past tense. We subject reached, the past form of a verb, right? I'd left the place, past perfect tense. Before conjunction, he gave his speech. He gave his speech, simple past tense, right? Negative sentences, very simple. We just add not after the auxiliary verb. Subject had not followed by past participle followed by object modifier, that is optional, right? The train hadn't left. Hadn't is a contraction of had not. In negative sentences, we contract had and not, right? The train hadn't left when we reached at the station. I hadn't left the place when he gave his speech. That's how we form negative sentences, right? Interrogative sentences, sentences that are used to ask questions. You use had in the beginning, followed by subject, followed by past participle, followed by object or modifier, that is optional, followed by this question mark. When you want to ask a question, that can be answered in simple yes or no. If you want to ask a question that cannot be answered in simple yes or no, use a question word, that is WH family words, before had. When, where, why, how, right? Sentences, had you left the place before I called? Had you left the place before I called, right? First the auxiliary verb, then the subject, then the past participle. Had she been to that place before last night? Had she been to that place before last night? That's a particular point of time in the past. I'm talking about something, I'm talking about an action. I want to know whether an action had already happened before this time, before this point of time, right? So that's how we form interrogative sentences. If you want to form an interrogative negative sentence, just use not after the subject. Had you not left the place before I called? Had she not been to that place before last night? Simple. All right. Now we've understood what is past perfect tense, how to form sentences here. Let's take more examples and be more familiarized with this tense, right? I told him to go without me because I'd already promised to be with someone. I had is contracted into I'd. It's not I would, it is I had. All right. Now, this sentence, I'd already promised to be with someone, is in past perfect tense. I followed by had followed by the past participle. Now, we're using already to focus on the fact that the first action, that is in a past perfect tense, already happened, right? We're saying the second action is too late. The first action already happened, right? So this had already happened before I told you to go without me, right? Second example, the party had just been finished before we entered the hall. Do you see any difference in this sentence? Yes, we have this word, the extra word been. The party had just been finished before we entered the hall. Now guys, this sentence, the party had just been finished, is in passive voice. The party is not going to finish itself. Somebody else must have done it, right? So this is in passive voice and that's why we are using been. All right. Now we are using just to focus on the fact that the difference between these two actions, the time difference is very less, is very thin. The party had just been finished before we entered the hall, right? The party just got finished and we entered the hall. The time difference is very less, right? If you want to focus on this time difference that is very less, use the word just after the auxiliary verb had. The party had just been finished before we entered the hall, right? Third example, had you been to Mumbai before 2010? I want to know whether this action happened before a particular time in the past. Had you been to Mumbai before 2010? If I simply wanted to talk about your experience of visiting Mumbai, if I wanted to know whether you've done it or not, I would use simple present perfect tense, right? I would say, have you been to Mumbai? Have you been to Mumbai, right? That's all. But I want to focus on the fact, I want to know whether this action happened before a particular time in the past. Had you been to Mumbai before 2010, right? Last, she hadn't finished writing the test when the bell rang. She hadn't done this when the bell rang, right? So again, here we are reversing the role. We're talking about something that hadn't been done before a particular action or before a particular time in the past, right? She had not, hadn't. She hadn't finished writing the test when the bell rang. So I'm pretty sure you've got the idea of past perfect tense. Understand this, guys. If you simply want to talk about an action that occurred in the past at a particular time, at some time, use simple past tense, right? I went there yesterday, I ate this last night, we went to a trip last year, right? If you simply want to say this happened and this is the time when it happened, if the time is understood, do not talk about it. But when the focus is on the fact that this action happened before another action, use past perfect tense to talk about the first action that occurred first. All right. Now, let me show you some common mistakes that people can make, that you might make. I'm not saying you're making, you might make, right? Number one, I'd is a contraction of both I would and I had. So how would you know while reading, how would you know it's I would or I had? See, it's very simple. If it is I would, it'll be followed by a bare infinitive, that is the first form of a verb. I would do this, I would like to go there, I would like to eat this, I would beat you, I would slap you. I would followed by the first form of a verb. If it is I had, it will be followed by a past participle. I done it, I finished the work before you came here. I'd already left my place when you rang, right? I had finished. This is I had. I'd finish the first form of a verb, that is I would. I would finish the work. Get the point? Number two, use of present perfect tense in place of past perfect tense. You cannot do that. I've seen people make this mistake. Never make this mistake. Look at the examples. When the bell rang, I have left the room. Now, this is incorrect because you want to talk about an action that occurred before another action, and for that you have to use past perfect tense. When the bell rang, I'd already left the room, or I had left the room. I have left, incorrect. You can't use present perfect tense. We have been to Dubai many times before last year. So we have this exact point of time in the past, last year. So we cannot use present perfect tense because in present perfect tense, we never talk about the time of the action. All right. So here we have to use past perfect tense because we want to focus on the fact that this or this action happened multiple times before a particular time in the past, that is last year. We had been to Dubai many times before last year. Before this particular point of time in the past, this action had happened multiple times. Got the point? All right. So that's how we use past perfect tense. I'm pretty sure you've understood it. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you liked the video, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, with the people you know. And if you guys are watching English with Ashish for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can join my Facebook group as well. We learn English every single day on that group. So that's all. I'll see you very soon. Till then, keep learning, have fun. Love, Mark.